Welcome back to Restauranttopia. We got a big treat for us today. Bret Roth from Hillcrest Foods. 10 tips for an amazing patio season. COVID's over. This is happening. It's going to be amazing. How to generate more revenue on your patio.
Imagine a perfect world where you can build a restaurant, open the doors, and make loads of money. Unfortunately, those days are over. It takes great leadership, hard work, and long hours to operate a successful restaurant. Together, we can make it happen. This is Restauranttopia.
Bret, thanks for coming.
Thanks for having me, guys. Thank you.
Got Anthony Hamilton with us, and let's hit it. So many people do this well. So many people do it bad. What are the things that you can do to have a great patio season? Number one, heating and cooling. I don't know why people don't have more fans, more misters, more heaters. This is something that I think most patios are missing, and people are just missing the boat to extend the hours of their patio.
The heaters especially, right? It gets a little chilly on a summer night. Like, people want to linger, that sort of thing.
Yeah, but I think even the misters and the ability to have fans and keep air moving, it can be 90 degrees, but if the air is moving, it's livable.
Yeah, it's not so bad.
Yeah, absolutely. To what Anthony said, on cool summer nights, that heater can go on, that fire pit can be turned on.
Yeah.
Usually a fire pit or an outside fireplace. Nice gathering spot.
And let's talk about late October, early November, when we're still getting some nice days, but nighttime drops down like 45, 50. You got those out there.
Clam bake season.
Yeah.
Clam bake season.
And all of a sudden, you get that extra month or two out of your patio, that extended seating.
I think people want to be outside, especially with the pandemic. Most people have either spent too much time at home or want to be around their friends at a place where they don't have to clean up. They're outside. They're enjoying themselves. To me, it's genius.
No, 100%. And you're seeing more enclosures. You're seeing temporary tents, which, to your point, Brian, air movement's important with fans. You're seeing gazebos, structures like that. And as far as seating goes, you don't have to guess, on the amount of staff you're going to have on. If it's covered and you have 30 seats under it, it doesn't matter if it rains.
No.
Because that's a big deal.
That's a big deal. That adds up. That's revenue.
I've been a part of that for a long time. It's like all of a sudden everybody from outside is now lined up at your bar and displaced with their entrees in hand, and no one knows what to do about it.
No, I think that's something, if you really want to invest some money, is the covered patio area.
For sure.
And there's some systems that I've seen in place where it actually has like a lever system where it opens up like window shades.
Okay.
Right.
It's made out of metal, but it's very cool because when it rains, it's completely covered.
There's some really
There's
innovative
a
stuff out
customer
there.
on the island, Orchard,
Okay.
has those
It's nice.
right over the bar.
Yeah, cool operator.
Which is really amazing.
Yeah.
It can be pouring outside and you still have 40 people sitting at the bar.
Sure, why not?
That's terrific.
Other cool operators. So I was down in the St. Pete area. The photo backdrop. I think this is something cool.
Oh, like a step and repeat?
Yeah, something like that. But
Yeah, I love it.
some place to have a place where you can take a picture and post about it.
It's funny you brought that up, talking about doing one for Hillcrest.
Oh, yeah?
For e-local.
Yeah, nice.
Any special occasion in any restaurant, you can take a picture.
Yeah.
It could be they going out for their birthday, snapping a photo.
Yeah.
Oh, we did these at a place I worked at in out of state North Carolina, and I tell you, the popularity was drastic. And then all of a sudden, you talk about another opportunity to brand, and get your brand out there.
100%.
Yeah, because now all of a sudden, not only you have your logo, but then also your social media handles, things like that attached to it, very visible. But yeah, people eat it up, man. No question about it.
And the one I saw down in St. Pete, they had like signs that you could hold up.
Oh, like the
it was a
funny
pre-COVID.
faces and
You know who does
things.
that? Is in Youngstown, Magic Tree.
Yeah.
Oh, I love Magic Tree.
When you go there, you eat there for dinner, it's anniversary.
Yep.
He takes a picture of you and puts it on social media.
Very
It's
cool.
my anniversary. It's my birthday.
Yeah.
I'm pregnant.
I like that.
I love that for a lot of reasons. Talk about humanizing the company, as we talked about in past episodes, and showcasing not only your staff, but your customers too. There's a certain connection there I think you can't emulate.
Yeah, I love that. The outdoor bartender and specialty drinks. I think this is overlooked so often. It's like you have the patio area, you executed it perfectly, and then there's no drink specials and there's no bartender. Like, what's wrong with that?
What better way to relieve your staff? And we go back to the days of the grungy bar.
Yeah.
But to have that metal tub out there with $3 beers, and some of these patios are so large today, it just saves the extra steps. Or dragging the waitress, hey, she's busy, you can't get another round of drinks because she's got 5 tables. Walk right up, pay cash, be done.
So I'll see your beer tub and raise you a quick grill on the outside too. If you can platoon a kitchen person out there
nice.
and have a separate menu, like a grill to order, maybe it's, burgers, dogs, whatever. I mean, depending on what segment you're in. Because listen, what we glossed over here is how much pressure the patio puts on the infrastructure of your restaurant.
Hands down.
So in the wintertime, you're appropriately staffed for the appropriate amount of people. That's what the building was designed for. Then you put a patio with 60 extra seats on. Now you have this influx of guests that it's really hard to handle.
Absolutely. Another good client, Brewster's, does the grilling in the summer.
Smart.
Scott will put out the grills right on the grass.
I love it.
And he'll just pick out 2 items. It could be a half chicken. It could be a half slab of ribs. Whatever.
Even if you only do 20 or 30 orders off of that grill, they could all be the straw that broke the camel's back for the kitchen inside.
Absolutely.
And I think it also adds another dimension with the smells and the
that's a great
visual
point.
and to see it.
Driving by.
I want to throw one out here that I've seen that's just been perfect. The rolling bar cart. They have the bartender out there, the rolling bar cart, and he doesn't need to be able to make a gimlet. You just make the 4 specialty drinks, and here it is.
Sure.
But man, we used to do that with Bloody Marys at brunch in a big restaurant.
Yep.
And I can tell you what sales do when you show the people, hey, here's our buffet. Pick what you want in this Bloody Mary. We have the booze and the mix right here for you. Table side, done and done. I'll tell the server, don't worry, just tell me what you want.
It's amazing.
It's hard to turn down when you have that. You could do it with mojitos. You could do it with whatever. Have all pre-mixed, batch-fired, like craft cocktails, and make it super easy. That's a great move.
No, and this is what restaurateurs need to do today. I mean, they really have to get creative, and it'll be the talk of the community.
Well,
you know,
it is. You want to have interaction and event space that is memorable. And I got another one here that I've seen used to good success, and you see it more and more. Life-size games.
Yeah,
the giant
Jenga one's a little dangerous though, right?
Ah, come on. You only had 8 cocktails and falling
I guess you
lumber.
are pretty
what's
numb
wrong?
at that
What's
point.
wrong?
Right.
What's
isn't
wrong
that
with
piece of wood like 80 pounds?
it's probably worth $400 a brick.
Well, nowadays, just make sure you let your insurance company know.
The tic-tac-toe, the giant chest, like again, whether they're
Connect 4 is a good one too.
Connect
Yeah,
4,
yeah.
whether they're for adults or what have you, like it is fun. It's interactive. It gets people to stay. Gets people to order more drinks.
Listen, anything you can do above and beyond just sitting there, right? Whether it's cornhole or whether it's any of those games, breweries do it really, really well. If you guys haven't noticed, like the breweries, because they're searching for some reason for customers
They
to
have
stick
the
around.
shuffleboard, the bocce, the whole 9 yards.
But I'll tell you, it's like it's one thing to go out for a couple beers, but then it's another thing to go out for a couple beers and have something to occupy your time, whether it's throwing darts, shooting pool, playing Jenga, whatever the case may be. I mean, I'll stay there much, much longer because we're all naturally competitive.
Yeah.
No, and that's what you're looking for. Listen, no matter what age group you're in, you're in that 21-year-old age group. Nobody wants to move around after drinking. They really don't.
No.
All right, especially in today's world. So number 2, if there's games,
You mean like drive around?
go bar hopping. Let's call it.
Yeah.
They really don't want to do that today.
Yeah.
So if you have life-size games. Or even small things to do, they stay there the entire evening.
Yeah.
You almost become an entertainment place.
That's true. And think about this. If you have a restaurant where you have indoor dining, you're out with another couple, you have a beautiful dinner, and then this is another totally unique space outside. It extends the hours.
Well, it's a dual concept at that point, right?
Yeah, and you turn those tables quicker.
Yep. Yeah. No, we see this a lot. I mean, it's not a new concept. It's just funny it's not exercised more because it doesn't cost much to put a bocce court in.
No.
It doesn't cost much to clear off an area for Jenga, right?
No, not at all.
All right, number 5 I got, and Bret already kind of alluded to it, but the fire pit and the awesome seating around the fire pit. But Bret, you had one last night when we were talking as a way to actually add more revenue.
Oh, the s'mores desserts.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is up Anthony's alley. Don't know where I saw it. It might have been on the Food Channel.
Okay.
They were showing outside fire pits, and they were being used for 2 reasons. One for, and they were gas, propane. They were being used for heat, and they were being used for the s'mores dessert they would bring out from the kitchen. And I mean, how ingenious just to, you're having a couple of beers and you want to interact or you're on that date, whatever the mood is, how easy is it? Some marshmallows, graham crackers, and heat it up right over the gas flame.
Perfect.
So you sell them a kit of food and they do the prep for you.
Yeah.
And they're happy to do it.
Absolutely.
That works out well.
I love it.
And it's great for children, right? If you're out with your friends and they have kids, and it's a little something to do.
All right. I'm going to get into, so we've been real positive. I'm going to get negative. My big pet peeve when I go to a patio.
Go ahead.
All right. The janky patio furniture. You got to have great patio furniture. You need to have great umbrellas. It shouldn't look like it was 7 seasons ago that you bought this thing. Invest in your infrastructure. Invest in your patio furniture. You wouldn't have a rusty chair inside. You shouldn't have it outside.
No, 100%. And a lot of that has to do with, believe it or not, the weather in Northeast Ohio bears down on the patio furniture that the restaurateur doesn't store over winter.
Yep.
It sits out there all winter and takes the beating. But if I can suggest to your point, Brian, if you're using metal tables, they should be spray painted every year.
Yeah.
Everything should be hosed down and wiped down properly. And umbrellas, they're inexpensive today.
No, they are. It's so
even
cheap.
the drapes you hook up.
Don't be afraid to get a little cheap electric power washer.
Right.
For $150,
Yeah.
your staff can hit that once or twice a week, and that will get the pollen off. That will get any of the green stuff off. It'll make it look so much better. But also, I love your idea, Brett, of painting.
Oh, absolutely. Wire,
Paint.
anything wire or metal,
Yeah.
just spray paint it.
Yeah.
And you know what? Even to change the color, change the color. Come in on a Sunday and do it. Some of my past restaurants, that's what we did. If you can't afford, obviously, top of the line stuff, just take care of what you got.
Yeah.
That's how I look at it.
No. You
Nothing worse than white pants. In summer, khakis, and you go sit down on a dirty chair on a patio, and you're like, I'm pissed.
Yeah, that could have been avoided.
Yeah.
Brett, I want to see you with some white pants.
I'd like to see me in some white pants.
Number 7, I have music, comedy, trivia night. Like, think of events during the week that you can have that can generate real revenue for you.
Big successes. I mean, these over the last few years, there's a tremendous amount of talent that likes playing live music. Cheap. So to give you an idea, Glen Willow and Brewster's, I'll use 2 examples.
Okay.
Has live entertainment 3 days a week in each restaurant. Pay no more than $250 to $300 to have somebody play all night long.
Wow, really?
That's it. And there's dozens and dozens and dozens that are available to do it. And it doesn't matter if it's country.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if it's soft rock. It doesn't matter if it's acoustically. It's inexpensive. And they have a following. That's what people don't understand is some of these little groups, they have their 10 people that are going to follow them.
Yeah.
If not more. Yeah.
100%. I mean, and generally these were, lifetime long musicians that just love playing for the fun of it.
But also, we're going into a post-pandemic world here. You're not going to be able to get concert tickets. They're going to want to come to your venue because there's going to be no other options out there. Concert tickets are going to be so expensive this year. I think your restaurant is going to be a new venue. And in the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday night, people are going to want to go out as many nights as they can because they've been cooped up.
I agree. People don't realize it's very inexpensive to hire a magician for an hour if you're a kid-friendly place and have the guy walk around and do little tricks to the kids and family night, make balloon animals, things like that.
Yeah.
A trivia night. There's trivia companies out there you can hire. Again, have their own following. They give away gifts. Fills the tables, fills the seats.
I can't leave that one go. I mean, I'm looking at it now, and I don't know there's enough emphasis put on kids' entertainment. It's always adult entertainment. But I can tell you, my wife and I, we struggle because we want to make sure our kids get like a full day. They get some value out of the day.
Right.
And we drag them along to our events so much. But like, it's pretty impactful when you can go somewhere and the focus of entertainment is on them. Because I'll be honest, if they're happy and subdued, like I'm happy and subdued.
You're happy, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, things have changed over the years, and I think you guys could probably do another podcast on this, but it's more than the crayons in a coloring book for a
that
kid.
lasts about 3 seconds.
It's 3 seconds. Well, you guys remember...
You had someone to watch.
Remember the rib chain, Damon's?
Yeah.
What was the games they used to have on the
trivia? Yeah.
The trivia games.
Yeah.
Oh, dude. I was engaged from minute one.
I loved it. I
Onion
didn't
loaf.
care if my ribs were $25 a slab, but I'd go there. My child would pick up a little paddle, or answer the questions, and,
I'll throw back. Cracker Barrel. Remember that stupid game where you jump the things?
Oh, I got one at home.
Yeah, okay, you got
Yeah,
that?
it's golf tees in a triangle with
Yeah,
the holes.
yeah.
Yeah.
what do you call it? Was it IHOP or originally had those, or Original House of Pancakes had those on the tables? I think we're going to see a resurgence of kid stuff.
Yeah.
I really do. Like you said, Anthony, they force you to make a decision where they're acceptable.
But we're in the hospitality industry. Go back to who's your customer and what are you trying to do? You're trying to provide amazing hospitality. That's part of it.
Yeah, absolutely.
I love that. All right, Anthony, I got to ask you this one.
Okay.
And Brett, you're a foodie too, so you'll be able to chime in on here. But can we have a special menu for outside that can generate some real revenue? I think people are dying for this. I think we talked about Glen Willow, but they have the lobster roll.
Right.
Oh my God! Like I almost got in my car the moment I saw the post. Like
that
you can see food online and be like, oh, I'm getting that right now.
Before I let Anthony take off with this, I see him. He's salivating. Is the power of social media allows you to do anything. So you want to create something for your patio. it's Friday at 11 a.m. I'm posting what I'm serving out there tonight.
Yeah.
If it's a great product and it looks amazing, and you can spread that word for your friends. Meet me tonight. I can't tell you. We set records with the lobster roll last year. It was an amazing product. Amazing.
Visually, it was amazing. The taste was next level. It was so good. It was your chef there is amazing.
No, we got lucky on that one. Go ahead, Anthony.
Okay.
Tell us about the patio.
So before social media, I used to work at a place on the east side. It was a pretty prolific restaurant. And they had the idea to do grilling out Friday nights. And you would have loved it because we had a 3 or 4 item menu. Yeah. And it was either myself as a chef that was at the time or the executive chef, my mentor, would come in and we would run it. And what we would do is we'd go steel prep from the other stations. We'd set up our little grills out there, old school charcoal, set up one table, decorate it, just moderately. It was pretty rustic. But only people in the patios could order from the grilling out menu.
I love that.
And it would be like grilled crab legs with some sort of kick-ass chimichurri on it or something like, like a whole snapper. Like we were in a fine dining room, but we did it like scaled back. It wasn't so formal cuisine, but the quality was still there. And then what happened is it turned into like a competition where we'd do like dual plates. So a customer, you would order a plate, I would do half the dish, and my chef would do the other half of the dish, and then you would rate it, and then we'd have a competition.
Oh, that's cool.
And it blossomed to this whole thing.
That is cool.
And then before you knew it, we had chefs coming in from other restaurants that would come in and compete. And it was it was fascinating.
A little Iron Chef of
patio. Exactly. And then you're sitting on the patio and you can get the dual entree, and you get fish from this person and meat from this person.
That's $1 million idea.
It was great.
That is.
So you talk about
that's worth the pod.
See, the problem is social. This is 2007, 2008. Social media wasn't like really big then, so I can only imagine this day.
That was word of mouth.
Yeah,
and obviously a great product.
Now, if you did that again, if you had some friends or you have a partner company, sister company, you bring in the chefs to combat or the owner. That people love seeing the owner. Owner and their kids versus the chef and their kids, and they did this, and then you could vote on social media, keep a poll, and then have a big hoopla about it. And by the way, you can charge a premium the whole time.
Fantastic idea.
I love it. No, that is cool.
You know what? It also, just to add to that, it gives you the opportunity to do theme nights.
Yeah.
So if you wanted to put a small calendar maybe at the front of the restaurant that said, we're going to have Caribbean night on the patio, we're going to have barbecue this night, we're going to have seafood night, the third Friday of the month, it gives you the opportunity, and also it probably gives the chefs a little oomph.
Yeah.
Well, excitement.
Yeah, and
to change up the menu.
Don't forget about your regular customers,
right?
Because they come in all the time for the same stuff. Now you can diversify a little bit. Also, it's a great test market. Think about a new concept. Let's see how we can do in Caribbean food.
Yeah. Well, and what does it look like for you? So you're not running $5 off cheeseburger night. Like, no, don't do that. You're nickel and diming yourself to death. Like, hey, how about the most amazing patio cheeseburger you ever had with truffle fries?
See, those days are over. The coupon, I call it the coupon kids.
Yeah.
It's death by numbers. It's the wing night, the burger, the $5 off, or buy one get one free, and one half off. Nobody's even reading that stuff anymore.
No.
They want to come for good quality, whatever they're serving. But it's quality first,
and something
atmosphere second.
And unique. And I agree. Those are great tips. The next one I got is again, this is my second pet peeve. Besides the rusty chair, the janky landscaping. The lighting's bad. The water feature has no water in it and 2 dead koi.
Just floating there, all bloated.
The cement is a dark green, if not brown.
Right.
Like, all the things on your patio and your landscaping, that the hardscaping that is so easy. Come on, people. Like, put down some mulch, plant some flowers, make it look appealing.
I agree. I've seen small patios done on sidewalks.
Yeah.
And frankly, if you can go to Home Depot and get a plastic pot and buy a $10 Apervite and put 10 of those, and spend $100 and put some twinkle lights on them. And boom, you're done.
It looks good, though.
And it looks good.
I think what you mentioned there is the appropriateness of simplicity, right? Because a lot of times we put the koi ponds in or we put the waterfalls in and we have these grandioso visions, but we don't realize the upkeep. Yeah. And then all of a sudden it becomes way worse than having nothing.
All right.
Your point is go grab the simplest, cheapest thing, keep it very, very rustic, as I like to say, right? Minimalist approach. Yeah. But you can have a big impact with that and very cheaply.
No, simple is better, guys.
Simple and elegant, man. I like it in food too.
No.
Yeah.
Yep. I agree. Rustic is your jam.
My jam.
I've been told. No,
yes.
I love that. No, that
wait till you meet one of these people.
I can't wait.
That knows me.
I can't wait.
You're gonna get a good laugh.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
No, thanks, guys. Just think about how you can market your patio, happy hours, get people in early. There's only limited amount of summer days, but this is going to be, I think it's going to be Friday night every night of the week because of the pandemic. So this is your opportunity to really make a lot of revenue and get people into your restaurant and out on your patio.
But to your point, if you do it right, and we go back to the first comment, the heating and cooling, you literally can get from May all the way to November.
Yeah.
So in the Cleveland market, if you structure it right,
and some days in April.
Yeah,
this April would have been fine.
Yeah.
No, correct. You know, and getting people.
So you're
out
talking
there.
7-8 months of revenue.
Yeah.
There's nothing better than that.
No, I like that. The happy hour. Another thing that Anthony and I were talking about is make it easier on your staff with the handheld point of sale system. I know we have some customers using the Toast system. I think.
Yep.
Brett,
Yep.
You like? You've seen that one? You like?
Yeah,
that
I love
one?
the Toast system.
Okay.
I really do.
They have a nice handheld. Pretty cool to have your servers and your team being able to actually cash people out there on the patio and streamline your operation.
Yeah, the more you eliminate the back and forth, like, server station's 50 yards away from the patio, that's time spent away from the customer. That's time spent away from sales.
No, I agree.
No, 100%. Technology's here to stay.
I love it.
Use it up.
Well, Brett, I appreciate you being on the episode.
Thanks, Brett.
Anytime, boys.
Nice to see you, man.
Pandemic is
Good seeing
over.
you.
Brett called it, and we're going hard into the summer of 2021.
That's it. Let's do it.
Thanks.
Thanks, guys.
Take care.
This is a high quality pod. Thank you, everybody.
Take care. Adios.
Thank you for listening to Restauranttopia. The gratitude that we have for each and every one of you spending your precious time to listen to this podcast is immeasurable. Please make sure to tell a friend about this podcast. And also, if you have any feedback for us, visit us on Restauranttopia.com and drop us a line. You can also subscribe on your favorite place to listen to podcasts. Thank you, and have a great day.
What? No, not good enough. Hello.
Dude, you sound great.
You sure?
Yeah,
All right.
positive.
We also want to thank our sponsor, Hillcrest Food Service. If you are a local independent restaurant and are looking for a distributor who has chef and operational consulting, provides marketing support, does menu reviews, and most importantly, wants you to be successful, reach out to Hillcrest Food Service at hillcrestfoods.com.